think pickpockets exist. I think people just lose their wallets and are ready to blame someone for their own ineptitude. I had a vision of a better world, one with free ice cream on every corner. I'm waiting for my next vision. Maybe other stuff will be free. Everyone ends up being food for the grubs. That's why I want a plastic coffin. Apparently, the French knew about Pearl Harbor but kept it a secret so they could bomb Russia with nukes. That's why the Dutch won World War IV. I take notes on everything so I don't forget anything. The other day I forgot my diabetes medication. I checked back on my notes and I didn't record it. There you go, but I did record that I did a black poo, which had me worried until I checked my notes, and it turns out I ate a bag of licorice the day before. That's why I keep notes. Gordon Wells owes me $16 for the cigarettes. I bought them back in '98. But I'm just too scared to bring it up. I want my money, but I've left it so long that I feel weird asking. But it's my money. 7 years ago, I was minus 209. Just kidding, I ain't got time for math. I only know I was in a state of non-existence. The hardest thing in the world is loss. I grieve the loss of my glasses. It's really hard to move forward because I can't see properly. They will want to take your power and your mind, assimilate and subordinate. I say yeah, nah, bro. You don't hold the keys to the kingdom beyond the machine you help power. I'm very cultured for a guy who's lived his whole life in a petri dish. I'm good at counting cards. There are 52, not including the jokers. One day I'm gonna win a Nobel Prize. Just gotta think of something clever. People don't remember Timmy Peppermill like I do. He was the OG before Ultimate Frisbee was cool. The mood at the funeral was pretty somber. I think they needed some more upbeat music. People don't give Styx enough credit. 27 years ago, my leg fell off. I'm not about to let that happen again. Chabristios is jargon for self-facetious French jokes. Fuck Formula 1. I race potatoes in Formula 12. Did you know that there are more stars in the sky than there are Skittles in one of those really large packs of Skittles? My heart is filled with trifle, the trifle of love. It's in my heart custard, cake, jelly, and whatever else goes into trifles. That is what is in my heart. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he lived down that way somewhere, I suppose. Who knows? It's a chicken. He said, Chumley, bring me my pants. I'm going for a walk. Then I said, but sir, you can't walk on account of you having no legs. Oh, he said. Then he said, Chumley, bring me my wheelchair. You're going on a walk. That's when I snapped. Everyone is trying to prove something. I'm trying to prove that the second law of thermodynamics is in fact incorrect. I've got this big idea that might change the world, but I can't tell you in case you steal it and sell it to Schick or Gillette. I'll give you a hint. More blades. You know what they say. You eat enough chicken nuggets, you end up developing nugget powers. The history of the banana is quite fascinating. How did the blind man know the bucket was white? Because it was pale. I made that one up. How many fish does it take to change a light bulb? I haven't thought of an ending for that one yet. The flavor has gone out of my life since my wife left. It used to have a kind of fruit of the forest taste with a hint of vanilla. Don't be fooled by people who try to fool you. Chairs and little toes are sworn enemies. Does anyone know what sort of space research they're doing at NASA? It's really interesting to know about what's out there past the clouds. Who knows what's out there? Some kind of battleship or something. Never give up, unless it's too late. Dragon Force is 3 levels higher than Shark Force. Pass it on. What has 3 legs and a red nose? 3-legged Rudolph, silly. My son has size 14 feet and he's got the gall to call me a clown. My son has size 14 feet and he's got the gall to call me a clown. I'm developing a new superhero character called Spydor. He's part spy, part spider, and part door. My wife is worth $1 million. Not literally. Which is the good titty, left or right? Love like it's 25% off. His eyes penetrated her soul, all penetrated. Do you ever look at someone's aura and think that person's killed before? If you ask me, there's nothing better than a smoke and a good pull after a workout. Does anyone have any experience with with the Cheese Eaters Association? Are they more about cheese appreciation or the sale and marketing of cheeses? I want to share a secret with you all, but I won't, because you'll probably share it online. If I ever come across a dead body, my first thought will be to poke it with a stick. You don't hear the term finger bang much these days. Love freely, like there's no such thing as HPV, which you consider as your love muscle, your heart or your penis. Drugs don't kill people. People who take drugs kill people. Where's Gareth Evans when you need him? I think people just lose their wallets and are ready to blame someone for their own ineptitude. Statistically speaking, I'm surprised no one has punched Trump in the throat by now. Just doing some late night shopping and noticed the lady in front was buying a few vegetables. It seems a bit of a waste considering all she really wanted was the cucumber. Walking to the pub with an empty beer bottle in my hand, where to put it? See an empty beer bottle on ground and throw my beer bottle next to that beer bottle. Sound logic? It's important we find love in our hearts, cause if we find it in our shoes, something has gone horribly wrong. Good news, people, I made it into the Guinness Book of Records for the stinkiest asshole. Oh, you think so, do you? I'm gonna have to smash your fucking face in. Humility is being deeply aware of your own ignorance. Not my words, but I'm in agreeance is agreeance of word. I hate it when my computer gives me a critical battery warning, because I know what happens next. My battery starts giving me a hard time and say stuff like, you know, you're not as funny as you think you are, and why don't you be a man and get a real job and stuff like that. It's hurtful. Let me talk to you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and that little thing called love. I just want you all to know that I'll fight you all with sticks and sharp objects in order to defend my right to use sticks and sharp objects to defend my rights. Anyone know where I can get a kilo of ice? I'm starting a new business. Where can you buy those little plastic bags from? How much do wedge tails fetch on the black market asking for a friend? Does anyone have a spare watermelon? Thank you to the people who take the time to like and comment on my posts. It's good to know that people out there care about the scallywag like me. Not many people from the 50s and 60s listen to rap music as kids racists. Thank you to the people who take the time to like my posts. It stops me from getting down and shooting everybody. What's a good natural remedy for cock mold? You know, there is someone out there that has never bit their finger while biting down on a sandwich. Knock, knock. Who's there? Who's there? Who? Remember what the Romans used to say? All roads lead to home. I'm what you'd call an empath. I can tell if someone's crying just by looking into their eyes. Then I laugh at them for being weak. I never buy women drinks. I'd rather stay an untouched virgin than let some hussy play me like that. Think about space and how far we can actually go before we have to come back for lunch. Healthy, nutritious food should be a right. Maybe they should get sponsorship from Nestle or something. It's worth thinking about. I've always wanted to know what Swinzel means in Swiss. I've been too scared to type it into Google Translate in case I mean something rude, like poop or bum. What's Switzerland up to? They can't all be making pocket knives and wristwatches. Just keep an eye out, that's all I'm saying. Does anyone know any good cures for cramps? I heard from my psychic healer friend that licorice was good, so I beat a ton of the shit. I haven't been to the toilet in 3 days. I'd sue her for malpractice, but she read my future and said if I went down that path, I'd die a horrible death. Does anyone know where to buy books about the truth of everything? Like floating pyramids and shit. 4 out of 5 doctors lie about the effectiveness of alternative medicine and crystals just to stay in business. One doctor quotes, "How am I supposed to make money off people's sleep problems when they can easily buy essential oils like lavender, a known therapeutic treatment for a long list of sleep and other issues? And you can buy it off your friends, making them wealthy and leaving us doctors out of pocket." We stand on the shoulders of giants, those who were able to read people's future for the first time and realized people believed it, those who cured cancer with carrot smoothies. Science is holding us back from the hidden truth of unlimited possibilities and the knowledge of real everyday people with faith in their own spiritual superiority and without fancy book learning who cure cancer with carrot smoothies. There are no limits. You can fly if you truly believe it. Probably not as well as a bird because it takes a lot of practice trained to achieve anything. Kill people with your mind. It's impossible to really know anything, but you can know everything there is to know if you have love in your heart. Don't stab people. It's impossible to really know anything, but you can know everything there is to know if you have love in your heart. Don't qualifications, who was a spiritual leader and drove his own car. I was shown one of my past lives. I was this promiscuous nun who swore like a trooper, and I knew he was right because she had the same initials and we both liked chocolate pudding. #inspirational. I saw someone with the worst aura today. I hate to say it, but these people should be put in prison before they do any more damage. Ever have one of those fourth dimensional dreams? What a blowout. I thought people were just lying through their teeth until I saw Jesus and Muhammad playing ping pong in their undies. Well, I've officially seen everything on the internet. Some things twice. Might be time to get a new hobby. Sometimes I think I'm turning into a zombie internet robot. Scroll, scroll, scroll. I think what they should probably do is when they actually get to Mars, they should have some sort of party to celebrate and have a drink and let their hair down. But it's all about ONS these days. That's the problem with these bureaucrats. The country's going to hell in a handbasket. My hemorrhoid is hemorrhoids, poor little hemorrhoid. I called him Grayson Featherbottom III. He drinks port and calls me names after a tipple. His mom died 3 weeks ago of botulism. I forgive you, Grayson. Life has dealt you an unfair hand. How much does it cost to get your butthole bleached? I've been using a whitening toothpaste, but it's a bit too minty fresh. Shout out to all the Aries folk. Someone new is gonna come into all of our lives this week. His mom died 3 weeks ago of botulism. I forgive you, Grayson. Life has dealt you an unfair hand. How much does it cost to get your butthole bleached? I've been using a whitening toothpaste, but it's a bit too minty fresh. Shout out to all the Aries folk. Someone new is gonna come into all of our lives this week. His mom died 3 weeks ago of botulism.